Hi, welcome to Master Glyph Hacking. So we will learn every glyph pattern or glyph symbol except for very few which do not appear in the bigger glyph sequences like when we are hacking level 6, 7 or 8 portals. Except for that, we will learn every glyph symbol over the course of 15 videos. So let's begin. Now, why does it matter to learn all these glyph symbols or patterns? The thing is, eventually you will have to learn them. That's the only way out. If you are a new player or an intermediate player, you might not have encountered a level 8 portal yet, but when you encounter level 8 portal, you have these 5 length glyph sequences and you want to make them all correct. And not only that, you want to master them. You want to reach a level where you complex hack it and you want to gain the most amount of AP items. And also, hacking a level 8 portal gives you 15 points on the translator medal. Now if all these things I'm talking about it doesn't make much sense to you, then you are probably way too new to Ingress. I suggest you go to my other videos. One of the videos is the art of glyph hacking, that will tell you the very basics of glyph hacking, and also to Ingress for beginners playlist where I have 10 videos. But if you are a fairly old player, or you have been playing for a fair amount of time, you know what glyph hacking is, you have hold of glyph hacking on like level 5, 6 portals as well, then this course is for you, or this video series is for you, and you will definitely learn a lot and you will master hacking level 8 portals. Now the thing is, why I am focusing on every glyph pattern, the reason is all these glyph patterns, they together make a sense when you hack them, like Anzir, Legacy, Create, Future. So these are 4 glyph symbols and they together make a sentence. Even for the level 5 portal, not the level 5 portals, but the portals with 5 glyph sequences, or the level 8 portals. So like help, resistance, capture all portals. So help, resistance, capture all portals, these are 5 symbols, and you will only make sense out of this glyph hack if you already know what those symbols mean. Otherwise you will just try to memorize in your own way, give them your own names, but eventually you will fail or you will make mistakes. But if you learn every symbol's name, if you learn it, then you will not make any mistakes. If you learn all of those, and slowly you will start speeding up and you will make complex hacks on level 8 portals as well. So that's not difficult, it will just take some time, some preparation, and that's the preparation we'll do in this video series. So let's begin. Before we start learning, we will learn two glyph symbols in this video. First is imperfect and the second is star. Now before we do that, I want you to install the app Glypher. Now Glypher helps play around with the glyph symbols. You can learn about glyph symbols. Here's the settings you want to have on your Glypher app. So I have a freshly installed Glypher app, and when we first start this app, we get these glyph symbols with their names on the top, and we can try to practice like that, and we can keep going. If we tap anywhere, we just move on to the next symbol. We tap anywhere, we move on to the next symbol. Alrighty, but that's not what we want. We want to change the settings. We go on this icon on the bottom and we change the training mode from single random glyph to glyph lookup, and I'm gonna remove vibrate on touch. I don't need that. You can keep it on, to make sure you are touching the right nodes. And so now glyph lookup, you can just draw any glyph on the screen and you will see what it is, and it stays there for a bit of time, so you can easily memorize it. So it's a great way, like this truth and this is lie. So this is how I want you to use the app. I want you to practice every glyph I will teach you from the next video on, as well as this video, and I want you to practice every glyph in this app with this setting on. Okay, so now let's move on to the imperfect. Okay, and we draw it like this. Now this is what the imperfect symbol looks like, but it is wrong. You have to draw the bottom line once again without touching the middle node. Let me show you. So we draw it. Now we can move either left or right. I'm gonna move right, and now I'm gonna come from the top, and we connect the two dots on the extremes to make the imperfect. So I didn't touch the last the middle node in the last line. Let me show you once again. We will start from a different place. We will start from the center. We go up, we go all the way here. Now we either go from bottom or we go from top, and we touch this node without touching the middle node, and we got imperfect. Okay, the simple way to remember is you have to draw it twice, the bottom line, but without touching the middle node. So that's imperfect. There is no way you can get imperfect right just by looking at it. Someone has to teach you, or you have to look it up how to draw it. Okay, now this app is a little outdated, and there are some symbols, like this is symbol for key, which is not present in this app, which were added recently. This is the symbol for field, it is also not there. So the next step I want to show you is star. It will be wrong in the app, but trust me, this is how you draw it. So you start from the center. You can start from one of the edges as well. You start from the center, you come back to the center, you draw it in each direction, and in the end remember to come back to center, otherwise you will get it wrong. Now this is not present in the app, but remember you have to come to the center dot. If you start from one side, that will land you in trouble. You have to go back that way, and just remember that you have to touch the middle nodes again. You have to touch the middle nodes again. So what I do is I start from the center, I draw in one direction, I draw in another direction, and just remember to come back to center. So you start from the center, come back to center. You make sure you go and come from each direction twice. So you must go and come back in each direction. You do not leave any place just once, either in the beginning or in the end. So the best way is to start from the center, and you draw each ways, and you end in the center. So that's how you draw star. And remember the imperfect, you can start from the center and you can come back from the bottom, and that's how you draw imperfect. Now for Apple users, Glypher is not available, it's only on the Android. So you can try iGlyphTrainer, or if you are familiar with any other app that helps you train Glyph hacking, you can install that as well. So let's move on. In the end of every video throughout this series, you will get a video every day for the next 15 days. In the end of every video, I will ask you a glyph pattern and ask you to guess what that glyph pattern is, and that pattern will be one of the patterns we will discuss in the next video. So it will kind of prepare you for the next video. And also I want to tell you that remember, you have to focus on getting things right over getting things faster. So you must focus on learning the symbols and doing them correctly. With a very little practice over very little time, you will start speeding up automatically when you will have everything in your head and you know all the symbols. So just focus on getting everything right. Practice imperfect and star for today in the Glypher app, and here is the today's symbol. So guess what that symbol is for, and if you cannot guess it right, it's fine, it will be one of the symbols in the next video. I'll see you next time.